Hey guys, Chevelle74 US here, coming at you with another video, and today I am visiting with Mark Almada of Mark's Cars of what town are we in right now?
Wakanda, Illinois.
Wakanda, Illinois. So Mark, tell us a little bit about this cool business you got going on.
Man, this is just a hobby turned legit, I guess you could say. Basically, always been into fixing up old cars. Morphed into these classics that I kind of have here, and I'm just trying to legitimize it and keep these things on the road.
So what's the kind of niche that you're going for? Are you like doing full-on restorations? Is it a little bit of this, a little bit of that?
No, I mean, if you look around, they're all pretty much project cars to some degree, and it's just good to get something that's maybe in this shape, back on the road, roadworthy and safe, and then pass it on to somebody that can just take the project the way they want to do it and have fun from there and do it at a reasonable price as opposed to paying big bucks for something that was already done up in another shop.
That's cool. So it's kind of like you're not targeting like the big dollar, restored rotisserie cars, and you're also not selling like, non-running things. You kind of buy these cars, recondition them a little bit, clean them up, do some paint work if need be, and kind of target more towards like the person who's looking to kind of pick up where you left off. Would you say that that's kind of a
That's pretty much it. I mean, these aren't exactly high dollar tickets here. Like these A bodies they were the cheap cars back then, and they're reasonably priced right now.
So would you say, like, do you specialize mostly in Mopar stuff, or do you do other makes?
Yeah, pretty much just Mopar stuff, and my Cutlass and the Cutlass in front of it.
Cool, that's cool.
Which are also A bodies, so it's kind of fun.
Nice. So Mark, tell us about your shop. What your space, where you work out of.
It's just a condo unit, 1,900 square foot. As many cars as I can fit in here.
Yeah, I see you got that 4-post lift over there, so that's good for expanding your collection.
A new addition. Went on Amazon, needed some extra space, so boom.
Yeah, did you get the Prime 2-day shipping on that one?
If only.
Yeah.
I needed a tow truck to get it off the freight truck, but it was easy enough that way.
So I guess let's start off with this one. What do we have here? Was this a 70?
This is a 72 Dart.
72 Dart. Yeah, you could tell by looking at the grill.
Basically, this came from California with a half decent paint job and pretty much complete and everything. Sounds pretty sweet. I put we put a decal on the back, so we gave a little extra badass look, I guess you could say, and that's it, man.
Yeah, this is nice. So it's like so this is single stage paint.
Single stage, so it cleaned up really easy, and I got my side emblems for it, for the fenders, and we got the stripe on it, and we're pretty much done with it. So it's up for sale. It's kind of the end of the season, but no big deal.
Yeah, that's cool. Mark took me for a ride in this. It sounds really nice. And this is a really cool color. Could you tell me, is this an original color?
No, this is my Cutlass. This is probably like the first of the classics I got, but this is a 70 Cutlass, and it was white. And the thing was, it looked kind of messed up, but it was in such great shape we hardly had to do any metal work or anything. So we patched it all up. Metal patched just the fenders and a spot behind the glass. Body worked the thing and painted it Nara bronze from Land Rover.
That's
I
nice.
thought it was kind of a classic look, so
yeah, it almost
rolled with it.
It almost to me looks like it's a color that could have existed
Yeah.
in that time, but it has a little bit of a contemporary twist to it.
I'm glad you said it, man. That's what I was hoping for.
Yeah, that's nice. The interior looks good too. Did you do anything in here?
No, I haven't even cleaned it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it needs to be cleaned. I mean, I still need to button up a few things, but I mean, this is my car, so.
This is
I don't
your
mind.
personal baby. So,
That's right.
hands off, no offers on this one, or
Sure. I mean, I guess anything's for sale, but
right?
it'll probably be more than anybody would want to pay for it.
Is there anything interesting under the hood? Did you do anything in here?
No, it's actually dirty. It's pretty dirty under here, but we did get fiberglass 442 hood, and I went with the 442 grill as well, because those were kind of some weak spots in the car to begin with, and I figured why not do a little bit of an upgrade. But we have a Rocket 350 inside, small block. This is nothing particularly special, but it's original and it runs awesome. So until it explodes, it's probably gonna stay in there.
Did you mention before that it had fuel injection?
Yeah, did Phytech fuel injection, kind of the bottom rung of the fuel injection, throttle body fuel injection, but it works pretty well. Just got to fine tune it a little bit, and that's it. Anything beats carburetors. I mean, everything else I have here is carbureted, but
Very nice. And then this is kind of like the sister cousin to this one.
yeah,
What do we have here?
72 Cutlass, Hurst Olds actually. So this was the Pace Car 72. It had all the decals and everything on it, and factory sunroof, factory Hurst floor shifter, and big block. But it's still,
455.
it's not a fastback. It looks like a Supreme. So yeah.
Yeah, and I see you got like the fenders here, and then I guess your hoard of parts.
This is what you would call the barn find. You know.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but we found it in a barn. So we just had to, there's a lot of paint missing, so we cleaned it all up, got rid of all the rust, all the pitting, and got it in primer to kind of stop that from continuing.
Yeah. So what did you do? Like, did you blast, or did you do like a chemical rust remover?
We did a little bit of everything actually to get it all up. And then we still need to do, I mean, this primer's going to come back off.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get back to bare metal, but I needed something clean.
Yeah.
The thing looked sad.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now it's like a clean slate. I don't mind going back in there, getting this primer off of it, and getting back to bare metal, and then getting our metal work done, getting the right coats on there.
It's in a good spot in a way in that like you could kind
It's
of.
not getting any worse.
It's not getting any worse.
Yeah.
It's preserved. You can come back to it.
That's it.
Yeah, that's great.
That's right.
And we have another Mopar A body here. This is a Barracuda. What year?
Yeah, 69 Barracuda, fastback. This thing is cool. I'm a tiny guy, and I just love the way I sit in it. It like fits me perfect.
Yeah.
You know.
I really love these Barracudas. I believe that, I mean, anybody that knows anything Mopar, like they've really, they go up in value, and the A bodies are going up in values, darts, dusters, and I think that the Barracuda is going to be like the next duster, if you will. I think you mentioned that to me. We kind of in agreement on that one.
Yeah, kind of. It's like an E-body Barracuda. I mean, they're in 10 grand in shambles,
Right.
And
These are.
I don't have that deep of pockets.
Yeah, I mean, these are still fairly affordable. You could still find these. It's not like, finding out like a rotted Charger that, someone's going to want 15 grand just for a shell with a data plate on it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just needs floors.
Yeah, they're great. These are great candidate for a lot of things. I mean, like, drag car. I mean, even fixing it up just like this.
Yeah, man. This one's complete, so it'll go back to factory, practically factory looking.
That's cool. What do you got here? Look at this fat tire.
It's a Ruckus
A Ruckus.
from China.
Nice. Like a little shop bike, get around.
Yeah, it's called like a Mad Dog.
Mhm.
And, 150 cc, so it zips around pretty quick.
This is nice. What year is it? 65?
Yeah, 65 Coronet. This is probably the cleanest car I've had, and you can't really tell from just looking at it, but There's no rust anywhere. Pretty much complete. I have a whole A990 interior. I have another grill. So this is going to kind of get a sort of race car look to it. It's kind of where it started from. This is 65 Corvette.
Yeah, they did a lot in the 60s, early 70s. They did like a lot of drag racing with these cars, extended wheelbase, things like that.
That's right.
Very cool.
Nice to see a car that, you know, still has original paint. You know what's going on underneath it.
Yeah, it's not, you could see whatever sins it has, you could see. It's not like it was repainted and bondoed. Like this is what you see is what you get.
Yeah, exactly. There's 100 different things that could have happened to a car that got painted. And only a handful of them would be the right way.
Very cool. Very cool. So what do we have here? This is
This is the other Barracuda.
this is the other Barracuda convertible.
Also 69 convertible, slant 6, and you just can't kill them.
Yeah.
It's like what everybody says. But
I love the
it's-
louvered hoods on these cars.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah, very cool. How'd you find this car?
This was just a local guy that I talked to him about the car for a while. He finally came to terms with the fact that he wouldn't be able to finish it, so I took it over. The slant 6 in there doesn't look pretty, but
Mhm.
it runs awesome. Doesn't leak a drop of oil. Like it's been sitting here for a few months now, and it's bone dry.
Bone dry underneath.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome. His plans were to put bucket seats and floor shifter. So I put the floor shifter in there. Bucket seats need reupholstering and stuff. So I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. But man, the thing runs and drives, and it's cool.
That's cool. Now, this probably looks like, well, no, I'd say that one is your most ambitious project so far. Would you say this
Yeah.
is number 2?
Yeah, absolutely. Plymouth Scamp, basically a Dodge Dart, but you just don't see Scamps around. But it's a basket case. I mean, somebody thought they were going to make a race car out of it.
Yeah.
So it's
Was that
pretty much gutted in behind the dash.
Quicksilver shifter?
There. Yeah. The shifter's nice.
Yeah.
Shiny.
Yeah, shiny. That's about the only shiny thing, right?
Yeah, just about.
Yeah, yeah.
But I just wanted to have a Scamp, so
Another 318 car?
probably.
Does it have the drivetrain in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got a complete drivetrain, but you know
Oh, it doesn't look too bad.
yeah, it looks okay. I mean, some of the hacking that they did worked its way into the engine bay here as far as the wiring. So
Mhm.
it'll probably be rewired, and I'll just go back to factory the way
Yeah.
it was.
Cool. So, Mark, tell us about this one.
This is what is it, man? 71, 72?
I believe it's a 71. Do you know the guy who you bought it from?
Yeah, I know the guy. Great guy.
Yeah, anybody that watches my YouTube channels has probably seen this guy lurking around. This is what used to be my 71 Dart, California car. Still has the original exhaust on it. And now it's out in Illinois. I'm from New York, so she made
Originally California.
the originally California car.
These are all brothers, these cars.
Yeah. You when you search for your cars, you kind of go for obviously the California. You stay out of the Rust Belt states.
Honestly, what I do is I take a gamble on eBay. You know, and I look for the car from a dry state, or at least somewhat dry, and try to kind of decipher what's going on with it in the pictures. Talk to the owner a little bit, and then I'll bring it up here. Usually have to do a little bit of work, but I'd like to sell a car that's roadworthy.
Yeah.
So it's just drivable, it's runner driver, and you could take the project from there and do whatever you want with it afterwards. Or just leave it as is. I mean, all the TV shows seem to be okay with that.
Yeah. Now with the car hobby, there's so many different. It used to be that like you would, you know, a car had to be restored. It had to be original or modified a certain way. But now there's so many acceptable trends now. I mean, you have the patina trend, which is really cool, which is saving a lot of cars. You know,
Yeah,
a lot of cars
keep 'em on
that,
the road.
a lot of cars that would have been hacked up and cannibalized. You know, people are just cleaning up, preserving them, and driving them. You know, you have the resto mod, which is kind of also another accepted, you know, mode of preserving these cars.
I just think like whatever keeps them on the road.
Right,
You know? Like,
right.
They don't. I can't get rid of a car, even if it's like further gone than I was hoping.
Mhm.
Can't get rid of it. Like we got to bring it back somehow. And yeah, again, just make it roadworthy and find it a home. But a lot of them, you know, like I fall in love with them myself and then kind of just hold on to them. I enjoy my driving. Like I got the other Dart.
Mhm.
It's the green Dart with the black top because the vinyl was toast on it. But like I'll drive that everywhere, you know. And
Yeah.
I don't care what it looks like.
Yeah, we actually just went to we got a McRib sandwich. We went to McDonald's in this car. It's fun. It's you know, the old car hobby. I don't know what it is. I mean, for everybody to have their own reason, you know, but these old cars, the history, you know, and bringing them back, it's a real passion.
Yeah, these were like the Honda Civics of the 70s, man. Like people didn't really care too much about them, but now they're cool.
Yeah, yeah.
I think they're cool anyways.
Well,
Like to get to like have a car, like to have like your classic for a few grand as opposed to 20.
right.
You know,
These are
makes more sense to me.
obtainable classics.
Yeah,
Obtainable
I
classics.
got
And
better
it,
stuff to like.
and enjoyable classics too. I mean, you put $40,000 into restoration. It's a little
Yeah, you don't want to take it out of the garage.
right. That's cool. Well, Mark, thanks a lot for this tour, man. I really appreciate it. I also got a blast out of seeing my car,
Yeah.
you know, 1,500 miles away, you know, here in your collection.
No, this is good, man. This is a good car. I'm excited to have it here. And
Yeah.
I just gotta spit shine it, man.
Yep. Yeah. You'll pick up where I left off, and then bring it on to the next steward, and then they'll, you know, pass the baton over, and they'll get it to where they want it to be.
Yes, sir.
Cool. All right. Thanks.
Thanks, man.